The Industrial Revolution took a few hundred years, the Information Revolution a few decades. We're seeing this transition happen much, much quicker.
It can get to the point where you don't know if it's real or not.
We don't think quite like a computer. Computer has pulses, ones and zeros.
People would say that a computer can't dream. However, we use the word hallucinate all the time.
I think it's just around the corner where we'll start seeing significant economic issues being caused by misinformation generated by AI.
People are afraid to lose their jobs. That fear is very relevant.
The genie can never be put back. You could put 1,000 regulations. You will not stop people who are smart enough to figure this out.
AI is not going away. And so I would say, start learning now. Be prepared.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. I'm your host, Gracia. Today we are going to talk about something that we use every single day, but rarely think about how it actually changed our life. Yes, we are talking about the internet. Joining me today is our amazing guest, Adis. Hi Adis, how are you?
Hi Yola, I'm doing great, thank you. I'm really excited to be here today and talk about the internet, which is currently such a huge part of student life.
That's so true. I mean, as university student, we literally cannot survive without it. But let's look at it from an academic perspective. In your opinion, Adis, what is the biggest positive impact of the internet on education today?
Well, in my view, the democratization of information. In the past, you had to go to a physical library and look tough, having books to find and access data. But now, thanks to the internet, we can access digital libraries, academic journals, and global research just a few clicks. It makes learning so much more efficient and accessible for everyone.
I completely agree. It really breaks down the barriers of time and class. But on the flip side, do you think that easy access to information has a negative side? Like maybe it makes students lazier or less critical?
That is a very good point, Dima. Yes, there is a risk. There's so much information out there. Misinformation and fake news is a big problem. Also, some students may just copy and paste things without understanding the concept. That's why digital literacy is very important. We need to learn how to filter, resource, and validate which are.
Right, so it's a double-edged sword. It depends on how we use it. Looking into the future, how do you see the internet evolving for education? Do you think physical classroom will eventually disappear?
I don't think they will completely disappear because human interaction is still necessary. However, the internet will definitely make hybrid learning the new standard. We will see more immersive online platforms, virtual reality classroom, and global collaboration where we can study with students from other countries in real time.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Well, thank you so much, Adis, for sharing your wonderful insight about the internet today.
My pleasure, Grandma. Thanks for having me.
Selangkah lebih maju, selangkah lebih unggul. Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika kini resmi meraih akreditasi unggul dari BAN PT.
UBSI terus membuktikan diri sebagai kampus digital kreatif, pilihan tepat untuk masa depan cerah kamu. Kuliah berkualitas, fasilitas keren, akreditasi unggul. Kuliah BSI aja.
Welcome back to the second segment of our podcast. In this season, we are switching roles. I am Astri, your host for this topic. And today we are going to dive into one of the hot topics in technology, artificial intelligence or AI. And here with me is our expert guest, Gracia. Hi Gracia.
Hi Astri, happy to be here as the guest speaker this time. AI is definitely a fascinating topic to discuss.
It's really is AI is everywhere now, from ChatGPT to recommendation algorithm on YouTube as a student. Gracia, how you do view the risk of tools in our academic environment?
Personally, I think AI is an incredible assistant. It can help us brainstorm ideas, proofread our essay, or even explain complex coding and math problems in simple terms. It saves a lot of time. However, we must remember that AI should be used as a tool to aid our learning, not to replace our critical thinking.
I like the press and assistant replacement, but there is a huge debate about AI taking over human jobs in the future. As technology students, do you think we should be worried? Do you think we should be worried about this?
It's a valid concern, Astri. AI will definitely automate many repetitive tasks, and some traditional jobs might disappear. But history shows that every technological revolution also creates new jobs instead of worrying. I think we should focus on upskilling, learning how to work with AI, skills like creativity, emotional intelligence, and complex problem solving are things AI cannot replicate.
It's a very optimistic and realistic view. So, what do you think is the biggest ethical challenge when it comes to AI right now?
I'd say data privacy and bias AI learns from data created by humans. If the data contains bias, the AI will make biased decisions too. Plus, there is the issue of intellectual property and academic integrity, like making sure students don't just use AI to do 100% on their assignment without learning anything.
Exactly. Responsibility is key. Well, Gracia, it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you about artificial intelligence. It opens up your eyes to how we should prepare for the future.
Thank you, Astri. It was a great discussion.
Alright guys, that wraps up our podcast today. We hope you learned something valuable from our discussion on internet and AI. Thank you for listening and see you more next time. Bye.
Bye.